What's the biggest lie that worked out in your favor? I told my toxic boss I was having panic attacks to hide my interviews at our competitor. Then my panic attacks qualified me for $21,000 in disability benefits. When Lauren became our new department head, she transformed our once supportive office into a living nightmare. She'd publicly humiliate people for taking lunch breaks, installed monitoring software on our computers, and fired 3 employees for lack of dedication when they left exactly at 5 p.m. After 6 months of her reign of terror, my mental health was genuinely suffering: parent insomnia, stress, headaches, the works. So when a competitor reached out about a similar position with better pay and actual work-life balance, I jumped at the chance. But there was one massive problem. Lauren required detailed explanations for any time off, doctor's appointments needed confirmation emails, family emergencies required proof. She even denied someone's request to attend their grandmother's funeral until they forwarded the obituary. I needed a bulletproof excuse for multiple 2-hour absences that wouldn't get me fired before securing my escape plan. On a particularly stressful Monday, after Lauren screamed at our team for 7 straight minutes because someone brought store-bought cookies to a meeting instead of homemade ones, inspiration struck. I waited until our open office lunch hour when Lauren was present, then pretended to have a panic attack. I'd never had one before but had witnessed my roommate's episodes. I mimicked the rapid breathing, shaking hands, and tearful disorientation. Lauren, terrified of a potential hair situation happening publicly, immediately sent me home and awkwardly suggested I get that checked out. My doctor, who knew about my work situation, was surprisingly understanding when I explained what I'd done. She wrote me a note recommending intermittent medical leave for an anxiety disorder, allowing me to take up to 4 hours off twice weekly for treatment per pen, perfect for interview scheduling. Lauren, desperate to avoid any hint of discrimination, approved my intermittent leave immediately. For 6 glorious weeks, I attended interviews while supposedly at therapy sessions. The competitor made an offer, I gave my notice, and that should have been the end of it. But during my exit interview, HR mentioned I should apply for short-term disability benefits. Since my condition was work-related, I nodded non-committally, expecting nothing would come of it. 3 weeks into my amazing new job, I received a notification about my approved claim for $21,000 in tax-free disability benefits for workplace-induced anxiety. The irony: my actual anxiety had completely disappeared the moment I left Lauren's toxic environment. I almost declined the money out of guilt, but then I saw on Respine that Lauren had been promoted to regional director. I accepted the payment that afternoon and used it for a down payment on my first condo, per to the one with the home office, where I now work remotely for a company that trusts its employees. Sometimes the universe delivers karma in unexpected ways, and sometimes you need to help it along with a little performance art.